Welcome back students. I am your geography teacher Vandana Joshi and you are watching SST June. Students, today we are going to start a new chapter in geography, that is agriculture. Agriculture means farming. So here in our today's video we will study these topics from the chapter. Topic 1 is agriculture, means what is the meaning of agriculture. Then after that we will study the types of agriculture under the topic type of farming, where we are having two types of farming, that is subsistence farming and the commercial farming. Subsistence farming is also divided into two types, that is the primitive subsistence farming and the intensive subsistence farming, that we will study in these. And then after that we will study our today's last topic, that is the cropping pattern. As we are having three cropping pattern according to season in our country, these are Rabi, Kharif and Jaid. So we will study about them in the last part of the video. So let's start our today's topic with the first topic, introduction of the chapter agriculture. We know our country India is a developing country which is based on the agricultural activity. Agricultural activities are providing the raw materials to other activities which are known as the secondary and the tertiary activities, where the agriculture activity is especially for the farming, where the agriculture means the word agriculture is divided into two parts, that is agri and culture, where the agri or agar means soil and the culture means cultivation. So here we can say the cultivation of soil is known as agriculture, where we can do the different type of activities including with the agriculture. Agriculture is not only the farming activity where we have to harvest the crops. Also in that we are having many kind of activities like animal rearing, fishing, planting the trees and many more. So let's see what are the different type of cultivation which are included in the agricultural activity. Let's see how many activities are included in the agricultural activity. As I already told you, the agriculture is not a single type of activity. So here are different type of activities which are included in the agriculture. So here it is culture, means cultivation, and this cultivation is also included different type of activity, in which first we can include the agri, seri, pisi, witty and horti. So if we will plus these all activity with the culture, where the agriculture is known as the farming or the cultivation of soil. The sericulture is known as the cultivation of silkworms, where we are getting the silk from the farming. Then after that the pisciculture is especially known as the farming of fishes, which we can do or which can be included with the agricultural activity only. The fourth is the viticulture. Viticulture is the cultivation of grapes and other type of activities which are related to the grapes farming are coming under the viticulture. At the last, that is the horticulture. Horticulture is the activity in which the growing vegetables and fruit activity is coming, and these all kind of activities are the part of agriculture activity, where the agriculture is not a single activity of the production of crops. Also, we can include many other kind of activity. Now, the activity of the agriculture is not only of one type. At the past and the interior area, the agriculture is done in the primary basis, or the tools which are used in the activity, these are the primary tools. And the areas where the agriculture is much developed, the different many outside area, there the agriculture is not only for the householding and the own purpose. There the agriculture is also known as the commercial type of activity. So now we will see the types of agriculture in our second topic. As we know, the agriculture is the most ancient activity in our country. It is started after the civilization of the human beings, and now it is going to be developed in many forms. So the agriculture or the farming is generally categorized into two types. As already I told you, that is the subsistence farming and the commercial farming. But the subsistence farming, which is the oldest type of farming, is also categorized into two types, and these two types are primitive farming and the next is the intensive farming. If both are the part of the subsistence farming, what is the difference between these two types of farming? So here the primitive farming, or we can say the primitive farming, is also a kind of primary farming. Primary type, where we have studied about the jhum cultivation or the shifting cultivation. Jhum cultivation, shifting cultivation, it is also known as the milpa as well in many areas, or we can say slash and burn cultivation or the Sweden cultivation. The different names are there. Actually, the primitive farming was done by the Banjaras and the nomads, and earlier the farmers, when they don't know about the farming and the developed procedure of the farming, they used to farm in the primitive manner. Then after that, little bit more tools came in the intensive farming. Now the farming work was extended. The farming was not only the family purpose, there the farming was also for the selling purpose as well, where the tools were same, little bit much implementation was there. The farming which was done in that, the surplus of the crop, means if the crop which is harvested, it is sufficient for the family, and then after that amount is left, that can be sold or that can be preserved for the next seed. So in that case, that was known as the intensive farming. And then after that, that is the difference, only the primitive and the intensive. The primitive generally done by the nomads or the tribes, and the intensive done by the farmers, in which they used little bit much developed tools. Now let's see in detail what is the primitive farming and what is the intensive farming. So first, that is the primitive subsistence farming or the primitive subsistence agriculture. Primitive subsistence agriculture or shifting cultivation is widely practiced by many tribes in the tropical areas, and that is especially done in the Africa, South Central America and Southeast Asia. If we will go through the characteristics of the primitive subsistence farming, it is practiced on small patches of land, and also in that the old technology and primitive tools like hoe, hoe and digging sticks are used to cultivate the fields. In that, the farmers depend on the monsoon and natural fertility of the soil. Also, we can say the agricultural productivity in the primitive subsistence farming is very low and based upon the types of land. In this, the family labor also can complete the primitive subsistence farming, and the per hectare yield is very low in the primitive subsistence farming. The primitive subsistence farming is usually cleared by fire, and the ashes add to the fertility of the soil. This is also known as the shifting cultivation somewhere. It is also known as jhuming, milpa, and kanuko, roka, masola, ray, and many other different names. In India, this is also known as the bevar, daya, pamadobi, and many different names in the different areas. Here in the slash and burn agriculture or the shifting cultivation, the cultivated patches are very small and cultivation is done with very primitive tools such as sticks. After some time, means 3 to 5 years, the soil loses its fertility and the farmers shift to another parts and clear other patches of the forest for cultivation. The farmer may return to the earlier patches after some time. One of the major problem of shifting cultivation is that the cycle of jhum become less and less due to loss of fertility in different parcels. In the other hand, the intensive subsistence farming. This type of agriculture is largely found in densely populated regions of monsoonal Asia. It is practiced on comparatively bigger land and high population areas where the modern inputs like HYV or high yielding variety seeds to be used. And also the fertilizers, insecticides and the tractors etc. are used to cultivate the fields. The intensive farming irrigation facilities like tube wells and canals irrigation is used. Here the outside labours is sometimes used for agricultural production, and here the yield of the crop is high as compared to the primitive subsistence farming. Basically, there are two types of intensive subsistence farming. That is, first we can say the intensive subsistence agriculture dominated by wet paddy cultivation. This type of agriculture is characterized by dominance of the rice crops. Land holding are very small due to the high density of population, and farmers work with the help of family labours, leading to intensive use of land. Use of machinery is limited, and most of the agricultural operations are done by manual labours. Whereas in the second type, that is intensive subsistence agriculture dominated by crops other than paddy. That is due to the difference in relief, climate, soil and some of the other geographical factors. It is not practical to grow paddy in many parts of monsoonal area. Wheat, soyabean, barley and sorghum are grown in the northern area also. Here, when the intensive subsistence farming done for the commercial purpose or for the economy purpose is changed into the commercial farming. Now let's see the next type of farming, that is the commercial farming. See the next type of farming, that is known as the commercial farming. Here the commercial farming means when the farming is done for the commercial purpose or to grow the economy. In that condition, the farming is known as the commercial farming. Generally, the commercial farming is not done only in one pattern of crop. In that, we can include the mixed farming. Also can be done by the HYV seeds. HYV seeds means high yielding variety seeds, where the singles or the normal seeds are having less production. In the other hand, the HYV seeds are having the good production or just double production as compared to the normal seeds. Here the mixed farming, that is with the single crop we can also sow some other crops, and also with the cropping or the farming we can also do the fish farming. That can be also a kind of the mixed farming, where we have to grow more than two crops, or we can do the two type of farming activity together is known as the mixed farming. Also, the specialty of the commercial farming is the use of fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides, and more and more production of the crop is also coming under the commercial farming, where the surplus is more than the intensive farming, and the surplus can be sold by the farmers to grow the income. Here one more thing, the commercial farming is of the different type of crops, where the commercial farming in that food crops, crops other than food. Food crops are the major crops in the commercial farming, like wheat, rice, maize, barley, then other crops other than the food, that the oil seeds also we can include in that, in which oil seeds, fiber crops, and beverage crops also we can include. These are all the types of the commercial farming in which we can grow the different type of crops, about which we will study in the next video. We will study about these crops in the next video. Here we will study about the commercial farming now with some videos, and also then after that we will see the cropping pattern. As we know, the commercial farming is the farming where the farmers can use high dose of modern inputs like the high yielding variety seeds, chemical fertilizers, insecticides, and pesticides to obtain high productivity of the crop. Here, the degree of commercialization is varied from one region to another. For example, rice is a commercial crop in Haryana and Punjab, while in Odisha it is a subsistence crop because of the climate and other features. If you will see, the crops are grown mainly to sell in the market in the commercial farming, and also the size of the farm is very large. It is not only about some hectare, it can be more than the hectare farms. And also we can say the plantation is the main activity in the commercial type of farming. In the plantation type of agriculture, it is a type of farming for the single crop is grown in the large area, where the capital intensive farming, because modern machinery and the migrant laborers are used to obtain the inputs. Especially in India, if you will see the commercial farming under the plantation agriculture, tea, coffee, rubber, sugarcane, banana are some important crops which are generally done by the plantation activity are coming under the commercial farming. And it is especially practiced in the Assam, West Bengal, Karnataka, where crops like tea and coffee are grown. So the plantation is the main activity in the commercial farming. Students, as we know, India is a country of monsoon, where the season is not same forever. The season is also divided into 3 general types and 6 subtypes. So according to season, the cropping pattern of our country is also different. Here the cropping pattern is divided into three types. These three types are Rabi, Kharif and Jaid. So Rabi is generally done in the winter season. Here the Kharif is done in the monsoon season. And the Zaid in the summer season. Here, according to season, the cropping pattern is changed. The Rabi is the cropping pattern of generally the wheat and the crops which have been grown with the wheat. Same like that the Kharif, the monsoonal season, and the Kharif crop is the most important commercial crop of our country and also known as the staple food of our country is known as paddy or rice. Here the other crops which are grown with the paddy are coming under the Kharif cropping pattern. Then after that the next is the Jaid. Generally it has been done in the summer season where the cropping season is small and also lack of water. So due to that the other crops which are not grown in the Rabi and Kharif are grown in the Zaid season. Now let's see the features of these three cropping patterns. So students, now we will see the cropping pattern of our country of the different season. So first of all the Rabi season. Here the growing and harvesting period of the Rabi season is October to December for the grown of the crops and also the harvesting from April to June. Here the main crops are wheat, barley, peas, grams and mustard. Main area for the Rabi seasons are north and northwestern states such as Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir and Uttar Pradesh. Success of Rabi crops depends on the availability of precipitation during winter months. Now the Kharif season crops. What is the growing and harvesting period of the Kharif season? These crops are grown with onset of monsoon and harvested from September to October. The main crops are rice, maize, jowar, bajra, cotton, jute, groundnut and soyabean. Main areas for the Kharif seasons are Assam, West Bengal, coastal areas of Odisha, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Maharashtra. Here the source of moisture is the subsoil moisture and also the monsoonal rain which is required for this crop because the Kharif crops are required heavy rain. Then after that the next and the last cropping pattern is the Zaid season, the growing and harvesting period of Zaid season. In between the Rabi and the Kharif season there is a short season during the summer month known as the Zaid season. Here the months for the cropping of the Zaid is after harvesting of Rabi crops, especially in March, and harvesting time is April-May. The main crops are that watermelon, muskmelon, fodder crops, cucumber, vegetables, etc. And the source of moisture is irrigation through the canals and the tube wells. These crops can be irrigated. Students, here our today's topic about the agriculture is complete, where we have studied what is agriculture, what are the types of farming and what are the patterns of farming. In the next video, we will study about the major crops which are grown in our country. So for that, don't forget to keep watching SST Zone and also note down the important points from the chapter at the last of the video.